Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Confessions of a Desi Drama Queen. We've been here for 20 minutes.
Yeah, technical difficulties again.
So many technical difficulties. We recorded 20 minutes worth. We talked about concerts. We're in the thick of Sanna's Hawaii trip.
I was talking shit about
her husband. And it was so much fun. And then we realized that the mic is not picking up my voice at all. So if you don't see me move and I'm only blinking, it's because I'm scared and I don't want to mess this up and we can't start over again. So when you're listening to this episode, we're going to rehash some of the stuff we talked about, and then there's going to be a hard cut. And it's going to be strictly Sanna. You're going to hear a little pest in the back, a little whisper. It's not a Jin. It's me in the back talking back to Sanna. But we're going to keep her portion, I think, probably by now. We'll find out.
Yeah.
And when we're editing,
we'll see which way we go. But basically,
we're going to put it in there. And then it's going to be like a hard cut back to you're going to be hearing, I'm back. It's me. I'm back.
So we're starting here. Let's start with the Lil Wayne concert. We went to the Lil Wayne concert last night. Felt like teenagers again.
We had such a great time, so much fun. We're all so old. We thought that we were we thought that the concert was gonna be mid. Someone even told us it'd be mid. So we were like, this is just like a Sunday little outing.
We're like, Lil Wayne smoking. He's smoking on stage. Like, his lyrics are hard to remember. He's talked about how he doesn't even remember his lyrics.
Yeah.
So I'm like, guys, we don't have high expectations here. We're just going as a group. We're going to have a good time.
Yeah.
It was a chilly little Sunday evening.
Yeah.
I came back from Hawaii and it's fucking cold.
It's so cold, but it does feel really nice. I was telling someone it feels really nice to be able to wear a sweatshirt.
How do you guys feel about it? Like, do you feel like you're ready that summer ended this year? Summer 2025 felt like it flew.
It did.
It also felt a little bit robbed because at least in Chicago, there were a lot of weekends and weeks where it was like thunderstorm rain.
Yeah.
Thunderstorm rain. Then it'd be like extreme heat for like 3 days. You know what I mean?
And then cloudy and then humid. So now I do feel like we've been robbed of summer, but I'm having a lot of fun with the sweatshirts because it feels nice to be able to wear a sweatshirt.
I am excited for some fall fashion.
Fucking
excited.
I think one time on the podcast I said that I like summer better. And honestly, I'm just learning the hard way that yes, summer feels like warm and sun and but cozy dressing, fancy dressing, any kind of outfit, I'm like, give me a leather jacket. Let me put on
You're an accessorizing gal.
I love a jacket. I love a leather jacket. I love a coat.
Love a layer.
I love a layer.
You love is it
a hat?
You know what I love about fall? First of all, obviously the
scarf.
colors and everything.
Of course.
Secondly, for brown girls, maybe hot take, but for brown girls, I do feel like fall vibes just give so much more. Like, our hair and eyes look better. Like, the makeup, because we look good with it.
We're ready
all
for
of those vibes are so peak for us. Whereas sometimes I'm like, okay, maybe for a white girl, summer's their jam because I get some color back in my skin.
Yeah,
they're so
it gives
2014. It's I could be in a bikini
era
all day.
Yeah.
My hair's so frail and thin and cute that beach waves look good. We're struggling.
Yeah,
humid hair. The makeup sweating, it's just sometimes not. It's a lot harder to have outfit options, and I feel like we don't dress that modest. I feel like
it is harder to have outfit options that you feel comfortable in. And
yes, for girls that are Muslim that do dress way more modest.
Fall is
it's like a hijab, dream, low key,
dude. And hijabis come to life in the fall.
The color, the tones.
Even just the style, the fashion, 100%. The layers, it's perfection.
It is. And to be a modest girl or hijabi girl and be able to have the options for the layering and fall to really add to your look. Because in summer, it's really hard. You can only go more bare, you know?
Yeah. When I was in Islamic school, because I was, when I was in Islamic school from...
They know.
Well, I don't know. Maybe they're new here. Hi, I was in Islamic school from 1st grade to 7th grade. And 5th grade onward, we had to wear a hijab with our uniform. And I'm in Texas and it's 90.
No.
90 on a good day, 110 on an average day. And I'm in 5th grade. So the way I would wear my hijab was hijab, sleeveless, hijab, short sleeves, cap sleeve, and then Skechers, a skirt, that uniform, but the uniform was barely on, and I'm sweating and my hijab's halfway off my head, and I'm that was my summer hijabi look as a kid.
one of our friends at Sajabi was talking about that she, like on her close story, she was like saying that it's really fucking hard.
Yeah.
It's really fucking hard. And then, okay, also, even if you don't feel good about your weight, like I've talked about this, that this is the first summer that I've gotten to like wear more fun outfits and stuff because I've lost the weight that I wanted to lose. And so even in Hawaii, like being on the beach and like doing stuff like that, I swear to God, and I know that if you're someone that's gone up and down in weight, like you totally get it, where like feeling more comfortable in your weight gives you more confidence to even do more activities if you're someone struggling with your weight. If you feel good about it, fucking absolutely live your fucking life. I'm just saying, if you feel like you're fluctuating or have had a hard time or feel like out of breath or whatever, I swear sometimes like swimming or like what the fuck cover-ups am I gonna wear that are actually gonna feel like cover-ups that like feel baggy but it's cute because it's baggy instead of feeling like it just looks frumpy. Like I feel like I would go through that a lot.
It's really, and it really sucks that is even like the thought process that
I thought that I was
know,
like, am
like,
I fucked up that this is how I think, but I can't help it?
dude, we're millennials. We're from the early 2000s. Like that's still very much ingrained in my brain. No matter how hard I try to fight it, like I try to fight it so much, but like there is a level of my brain that's just accepted, and obviously like I hope it changes, but like it's just accepted that
that toxicity for ourselves.
toxicity. And when we say these things around our cousins who are younger, they literally look concerned. Like
they
really
do. Our
concerned.
cousin also, she's like in her early 20s, and sometimes the way that we talk about like how hyper fixated we are on like our weight or looks or this or that, she'll be like, guys,
calm down. And we're saying it in like a
and
good
we're
way.
joking, we're literally just like being funny. We're like, you know, like I feel like even with anything we cope with humor, and so I feel like we are like whatever, but like she's like, guys,
I don't know if I've told this story before, but when I am like super depressed, but like when my mom passed, I had also had just gotten COVID too, so like I am like sick, and I only had like soup and barbican. That was like my entire diet. So when I like, it was like a couple of days after the funeral or something, but one of my best friends, she came to me with so much love and warmth and concern, and was actually so sweet. And she was like, look, and she's so like sensitive about these things, and she was like, like my girlfriend, she's like, we're just worried about you, Amna, because like you've just lost a lot of weight really fast. And
sorry, I don't mean to laugh. I just know how Amna's brain works.
She like, we don't talk about weight like that. You know, we never talk about it in an insensitive way or like call each other out on things like that. But she was just like, you just lost a lot of weight really fast, and we're just really worried about you. And you guys, I'm mid grieving, and I was like, really?
Really? It's pretty fucked, because we'll literally talk about like, we'll be if one of us gets sick, we're like, whatever, at least I'll be skinny for the week.
It's really toxic.
It's sick. But sick. I know you bitches are doing the same thing. I fucking know you bitches are doing the same thing. And it's different
because girls are different about this. I know
that's
girls
true.
That they like, but okay, when I fluctuate in weight, if I look skinny and someone says, it looks like you've lost a lot of weight, I'm like, fuck yeah, hell yeah. Like, I'm like a little pep in my step. I'm like, I'll go tell them this. I'm like, and she said I'm so fit and I have abs. Like
I'm so dainty.
And she said that she could even see me. I was just in midair.
Literally disappeared.
And obviously, if I've gained weight, I'm like, everybody shut up.
Yeah,
everybody
shut up. Into denial. I'm like, nobody's noted. Nobody's gonna know.
I have like a reverse body dysmorphia where in my mind, oh my god, I'm like Bella Hadid. And then I look at a photo from like way back and I'm like, ooh.
Okay, I was wondering if that's body dysmorphia in general, because I'm like, okay, I've had the body dysmorphia where I think I'm like maybe a size 2, but I'm like 10 times that, which is fine, but in my mind I'm a size 2. Okay.
Yeah.
Or then I've lost a lot of weight, and then in my mind I'm like 10 sizes bigger than that. I cannot figure it out.
No. We're sick.
And I know that whenever, inshallah, we have babies and things happen where like, I have learned, don't you feel like, because I feel like as I've gotten into my 30s and I've gone through a few cycles of like weight loss, weight gain, weight loss, weight gain. If you're someone whose weight does not fluctuate, like you're so fucking lucky. You're so fucking lucky to not have that consume part of your brain. I always think that. I'm like, that is so lucky. And that's not something I feel like I say out loud a lot, because I don't want it to come off as like a pity thing. I do it in like a humor way, like it's genuinely in a funny way. But I feel like that's true. And if your weight doesn't fluctuate a lot, you don't understand how freeing that is for your brain. But if you're someone who's does, I do think that now I've come to terms with the fact that like, it is just life. I've seen every adult in my life go through phases. Have you noticed that? Phases of being really fit, or having like they're really going through a phase and they lost a lot of weight, or they're going through something, they gained a lot of weight, or they're really happy and busy and doing amazing, so they gained weight. Like, it fucking happens to everybody. But I'm just saying, like, I do think I feel more comfortable with that it's gonna be ebb and flows.
Yeah, and you know, I am one of those people that I don't even realize it till I'm out of the first phase, regardless of what phase I'm in. If I'm in my like uber like she's like a sickly,
Skinty.
you know, yeah, I'm like, she's like sickly ill, and I'm like, hell yeah. Like, I in that phase don't know I'm in that phase, except for when I'm trying on pants. And then I get really excited and I buy a lot of pants, and then now there's like a shit ton of pants that don't fit me, but in the moment I'm buying like a size 4, and I'm like, bitch, you're not a size 4, but like one time it'll fit me, and I'm like, yeah.
The pants thing is so true. I know that I've lost weight because I buy way more pants and bottoms too.
Yes. And then when I'm out of that phase and I'm like,
I don't buy any bottoms.
I buy no bottoms. And then I'll look at photos of myself and I'm like, Hamna, you idiot. You don't know what you had. And now look at you. And then, you know, like, it's just this, we're sick.
We're sick. We're sick.
We're sick in the head. So
also, I hope I'm not, like, I don't ever, like, okay, no. We're saying it because it's like so relatable. You know what's so interesting? Sorry guys, I just had a full crash out mid episode.
I was waiting when I should like.
It's so interesting being on this podcast, and like I feel like we push our limits of the things that we're like willing to admit or, you know, be vulnerable and really honest about over time. Last week you heard Amna fully crash out about her like, you know what I'm saying, like her mom.
We're breaking down walls.
We're breaking down walls, and we're trying to be like so vulnerable, but then sometimes in the midst of those like growing pains, there is a little pushback internally where it's like, fuck, should I be saying that? Like, what if some girl who's like 20 who's going through the phase that I've been through at 20 is like, damn, and what if, you know what I'm saying? Because I feel like when I would hear girls talk about that, when I would hear skinnier girls than me talk about what they perceive their weight as, I would feel worse about myself, because I'd be like, damn, what would they think of me then? Or what does that mean that I think of me because of that perception of themselves? And I'm like also trying to work on that, because the like knowing the feeling of that kind of like sadness, it's just sad. It really fucking hurts. It's really sad. And I don't ever want to put someone in that place. But I will say, for anyone that is going through that, there is another side of it. You will get to where you want to be. I promise you. I swear to you, you will get to where you want to be. Wherever you're feeling like you don't feel good about yourself. I don't know how we got to here, but this is where we are. You will get where you want to be. You will get to wear the outfits you want to wear. Maybe it'll take a decade longer than you thought it would. But like, it'll come and go, and you'll get there. I just don't want girls to feel like, oh my God, I'm like stuck here. You're not. You'll be fine. I swear it'll be fine.
Yeah. And we're in us saying like our toxic shit and the ways we think that's like fucked up, in that it's not, again, to like be like, yeah, and that's the way it should be. Like, that's why we're like, it's sick, because like we're stuck. This is a cry for help. Please,
we're gonna have to put a trigger warning on this.
Yes, this is a cry for help. We're stuck. We're lost. But okay, I was also gonna say we're not out of the woods. But I was also going to say, I was also gonna say that to give context also, Sana and I, even though we're the exact same height and we're cousins, it's very strange because our weight fluctuates in such different ways.
Yeah.
And what I think, like, I'll be like, Sana, you look fucking phenomenal. She'll be like, no, I'm like really stressed out about this. And then she'll say something to me and I'm like, no, dude, I'm really stressed out about this.
Yeah, that is so
it's like,
true.
The grass is always greener.
We really are our biggest critics.
Our biggest critics. And it's really fucked up. And also, another thing is, I feel like both of us have had, you know, like, we both want to be in the best shape ever, and we both want to do this.
I will say that's come with the 30s too, where like in my 20s I was like, I just want to feel skinny. I am more like, especially after Hawaii, where I'm like, I want to feel so fucking strong and toned, and I want my back to feel really strong and toned.
Exactly. That's what I was gonna say, that I feel like the goals, like the milestones we have now are not like, oh, I want a 6-pack. I don't give a fuck about a 6-pack anymore. I don't drink like that's
dreamt about that
like,
for
that's
a long
not
time.
even like a that's not even, and when I see what it takes to have one, I'm like, you
not the life for
are
me.
a soldier, like brave
Like Jessica
woman.
Biel said, which I
Yeah,
was so
I was
glad
so happy she said that.
Jessica Biel, one of like the celebrities that has she's in the best shape
Insane
ever.
body.
Like just insane body. Her arms are fucking insane. She's so fit. And she did a movie, or what did she do? Oh, she did a show
She did the
recently.
show The Other Sister or something?
Better Sister.
Better Sister.
And she went on TikTok and was talking about how, like, hey guys, I love that you guys are showing me so much love for like the way I look in that show. I really appreciate it. Just know that unless your life is revolving around that being your body, you will not be able to sustain a body like that. And I was like, thank you so fucking much.
Yeah.
This is coming from the woman who actually on a good day or bad day has a 6-pack.
Yeah. And also, I feel like what was the goal, like I said, like what's the threshold, definitely gets better and changes, because it is about how you feel. You're like, I just want to be able to, you know, lift myself up. I just want to be able to. And you know what's a big, like, you know, motivator now is we're getting to that age where like our parents are obviously getting older, and we're seeing like, you know, all the health concerns that come. You guys heard all my trauma. Like, now me and Abdus talk about this all the time, where we'll be like, we just don't want to be in positions. I mean, inshallah, everyone's parents are like super healthy and stuff, and we all are super healthy, but I'm like, it's such a noticeable difference seeing people that even like go on a walk every day.
Yep.
You know, that versus someone who doesn't.
Yeah, especially when you travel, guys. Like, I do feel, don't you feel that way?
Absolutely.
I do feel like, and this is not just this trip, but every time I travel, I feel like I see examples of people where I'm like, wow. One, the way that they're moving with their children, little or big.
Yeah.
Two, the way that they're capable of still really to the fullest living their life, compared to when I'll see someone who looks sicker.
Yeah.
Or like when I was in Kauai, actually, I was walking out of the Walmart, and I saw this like guy walking in, and he was on stilts on his arms, and it looked like he had a condition in his legs where it was really hard for him to walk, and it looked like it was taking him a really long time, obviously, to get in and out the Walmart, right? And I was just like, maybe he was born with it, who fucking knows, right? But I was just thinking like, man, to have health in old age is more important than anything.
And unfortunately, our parents were, everybody older than you is right, that what you do in your 20s comes into your 30s, what you do in your 30s goes into your 40s. Like, what you do really shows.
And you start feeling it in your 30s, so you just naturally have to deal with it.
You have no choice. You're
no
like,
choice.
damn, I have no choice. Like, my knees are going to give in on me.
My
like,
God.
dude.
After hiking, Muzi was saying that. He was like, dude, my knees are really fucking hurting for like 2 days. My legs were swollen after the trip because of the flight. Because I didn't move for like 7 hours on one of the flights. And I was like, dude, we need to be like... But then also being capable of doing a lot of the things that we did also made me feel more motivated to be like, no, we need to get in better shape.
Yep.
And sorry, the last thing I'll say about that is like watching our friends have kids.
Yeah.
Because when I see my friends and my family have one kid on one arm, another kid on the other arm, I swear to, or like picking up their fucking strollers, putting things in and out the car, groceries with 2 kids here. Like when I see them doing that, I'm like, okay, I want to have a strong core and a strong body so that I'm capable of doing those things.
And birth is easier if you're in like better shape, you know?
So we've heard. So we've heard.
So they say.
I don't make any claims to know anything about that.
Well,
but anyways.
Anywho, I don't know how we got here.
I know, but it was a good conversation.
Great, yeah, I'm glad we talked about it, because, you know, we stress about our weight all the time. We stress about different parts of ourselves all the time.
And just know that you're not alone in it.
I would say it. So now that we've talked about that, you guys, we're trying to fix our order. So we're going to stop right here.
Yep, and we're going to insert
right back
the story from when Muzi left to what happened in my little crash out, or his little crash out in Hawaii. So we'll let that play. I came back from Hawaii, and Hawaii was insane. When I left for Hawaii, I was telling you guys that I'm going, and like then I was like, oh my God, I said it on the podcast. What if I die? What if I die? You know, I kept doing that whole thing, which I normally do. But then in Hawaii, we were there for 6 days, 5 nights. I've been posting every second of it. Theo. I don't know if you guys heard that, but Theo's barking. Theo, stop it. Understanding that this is a production. We'll probably cut this out.
He's like,
yeah, no, he's fully side-eyeing us. He's like, guys, I have work to do. Like, go back to your little hobby. Was there for 6 days, 5 nights. We stayed on the south side of the island. I've been posting all of it on my stories, like second by second. This trip, Muzi and I were really like, we're gonna vlog it and make it feel like home video vibes, and we did, and it was so much fun because we were like recapping moments and then like capturing a lot of it. And it was really really fun. So I'm glad we did that. Muzi usually brings his drone, but it wasn't working, which he left the house, right? Yeah, he left you guys.
Wait, I don't know because how I.
Muzi? Yeah, he left to get us food. You guys, he was driving me insane with the drone. Like, I was so careful on this trip to not overdo it with the photos and stuff, right? I was like, I'm living, like, I'm in it. Like, I don't, Muzi, take candid. Like, I don't need, like, posed photos from this trip. Like, I hadn't wear heels one fucking time. Like, it ended up being very casual. And I packed cute fucking islandy, cute, like, skirt top combo fits that I've been waiting to wear. And I got these cute ass shoes, didn't wear any of it, but literally was living my best life. Like, yes, I did the vibes, but it was like daytime vibes. But anyways, so I'm like, my point is, I'm not trying to be annoying with the photo thing, right? The thing we were actually focusing on capturing was like the moments, the vibes, and then like if we were doing hikes and stuff, just like capturing like what it was like and like what we thought about it. Like we were trying to do more like, like, oh, that's how we want to capture it. So anyways, I was trying not to be annoying about it. And then the 3 times that I did want photos, I was like, Muzi, take a picture of me. And then he took them. And then at the end, he goes, am I free now? And I was like, excuse me? At the same fucking time, you guys, and I know all the girls can like totally understand this because he has a threshold, but it changes.
Yeah.
So like sometimes the threshold is like really big and I'm like, oh, I'm really pushing it, but he's taking all these pictures, lovely. Sometimes it's like okay, Sana. And I'm like, I can't gauge your threshold.
Yeah.
You need to give me a warning. I don't know. But then in my mind, think of the ratio. If we're on a trip where I'm asking you for pictures all the time, then your threshold is probably shorter. But in girl math, if I'm not asking you that often, and then I'm asking you this one time, then your threshold and patience should be up because you should be so grateful.
You should be excited.
You should be excited. You should be enthusiastic. You should be enthusiastic and you should be like, she hasn't even asked. I'm going to do this willingly.
Yeah.
Then his drone wasn't working on this trip. And this is the one trip that we did like some of the most insane views we've ever seen, some of the most insane like hikes and cliffs and edges, and like Kauai, if you've been, is fucking incredible. And if you haven't been, I'm so gonna be that bitch right now to be like, plan your trip there. One, it's like in the US, you don't need a passport. It's not the US though. It's absolutely not the US, but like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you don't need a passport. It's convenient. When you get there, it's a tiny airport. The in and out of the airport is like quick as fuck, guys. You're literally 3 steps out, you're waiting for your bag, 3 more steps, you're waiting for the car, 3 more steps, you picked up your rental, you're on the way to the fucking hotel. It's just so easy and chill, and it's really fucking nice after a long flight to not have to deal with like customs and waiting and going through this large airport to get to your baggage and whatever. It's also, of all the places we've been, Muzi and I discussed that it is actually at number 1 for us. It trumps Thailand, it trumps
which is
South Africa, and yeah, and not to say like all those places are fucking unreal too, but I'm just saying, all things considered, what you can experience out of Kauai for the things that are free, for the distance, like all those things considered, it's like an easy number 1. Okay, so anyways, his drone, we take on every trip, we get to like archive all these cool moments, it's really fun. So anyways, it's not working, and he's having a full, like, when I tell you like a boy crash out, like a boy crash out, you guys. He's like, it's like a kid whose like toy is just not working, and it's something so simple, but you can't figure it out. We're in Walmart. I'm there for hiking boots because we're about to go on this insane like 6.5 mile up and down mountain hike. So I have to get hiking boots. So we're there, and he's like, oh, let me just get my wire from mine. I'm like, yeah, sure, get your fucking wires, whatever. I'm trying to be so nice. And then it's not working. So I'm like trying to look stuff up, but he's like, I just got to lock in and figure this out. And I'm like, I'm here trying to help you. I'm helping you. I'm sitting here patient, waiting for you to figure out this drone. And then he's trying to turn it on me. He's like, Sana, the footage I get would be great for both of us, don't you? You know, like, it's for both of us. And I'm like, this is not for me. This is for you. This is for you because you want to play your video game in the sky when we're at the top of a mountain. Don't lie right now. It's about that. You know, yes, is there benefit for me? Maybe. Yeah. Maybe, but that's not the point. The point is, it's your toy. But then it fully wasn't working. He's like, I'm going to try one more thing. I'm going to try one more thing. I sat there, like Leah would say, mute as fuck. I sat there, hands folded, sunglasses on. I'm like, this is what being a wife is. A sacrifice. The patience. The patience. The forgiveness. Everything in sickness and in health. I'm really trying, and he's catching an attitude. He's like, "Son, I'm gonna like crashing out," and I start getting mad. I'm like, it's taking everything out of me to sit in this fucking Walmart parking lot with you right now. Yada yada yada. And he's like, Sana, I know I'm crashing out right now. Like, I'm aware. I know this sounds insane. Just give me the moment. Just let me be a little, like, I know. Okay, just give me the moment.
You're self-aware.
I guess. So then I try. So then he goes inside to try one more wire. I call my mom. I'm like, Mom, look at what I'm up to. Mom, I can't. What the fuck? The fucking drone. You guys, this ends so bad for me. But it's like funny. It's fine. But like, so my mom's like, beta, it's, she's a mom. She's like, mera beta, hey. She's like, it's his vacation too, beta. Let him enjoy. I'm like, Mom, that's not the fucking point. That's not the fucking point. She's like, beta, please. He's just excited. And I'm like, yeah, whatever. So we're like kikiing about other stuff. Then Muzi comes back in the car. My mom doesn't know that Muzi comes back in the car. So she goes, now, don't give him a hard time, like, don't worry, we'll be, usko bhi apni zindagi jeeni hai, uski liye bhi vacation hai, beta. I love both of you, that's why I say this. And Muzi's looking at me like, for if you're listening, he's like making a face like, what the fuck are you talking about? And I'm like, yes, we love you, Mom. He's back in the car. We love you. She put me on blast, and he's like, what was that about? I was like, nothing. It's so stupid. Moved on, put the music on. It was fine. But yeah, so the drone didn't work. But anyways, I'm thinking that the drone not working had to have been, for some reason, like saved us in some way, because I'm like, we could have been at the edge of a cliff and you could have been trying to get a drone shot and gone over, and I don't know what happened. We became obsessed with the adrenaline of it. It felt so like we felt so alive. I don't know how to explain it, but we were like actually completely hiking a dead ridge of a mountain that's like absolutely not. Somebody's gonna yell at me, I'm sure, because it's like illegal to do some of these hikes, and like people actually get in trouble, and it's like a whole thing, and it can, like, no joke, it can actually be really fucking dangerous. People have actually died doing each of the hikes that we've done. People have actually died doing any of the things that you've done. But like, obviously, so proceed with fucking absolute caution and make sure you're someone who goes to the gym and does the fucking, because I'm not joking, some of the hike back up, Muzi was like, I really feel like you're doing better at this than I am, because I Stairmaster and I'm like breathing through it, and I'm like, all right, like keep the momentum going and just keep upward and onward and upward and onward. And then now
we're back.
We're back. So you heard the story. So that all happened with the drone. And then what my point was, though, we were doing all these insane things on the trip. So we did a hike on the ridge let me backtrack a little bit. Muzi and I went to Kauai for the first time 2 years ago, May 2023, with two of our best friends, Rimsha and Musa, who you guys saw Rimsha on the podcast. She did an episode with us with Samin, and it was a really fun episode if you haven't watched it. And so we went to Hawaii together, and we did Kauai for 4 nights, and we did Oahu for 5 nights. So it was like a 10-day trip. And during that trip in Kauai, we did an open door helicopter tour. We did this boat tour that like is like a little boat that goes through all the crevices, and so it's like different angles that you can see the Nepali coast in Kauai, and very expensive activities, by the way. At the time I was like shelling out money. We did that, we did shark diving, we did all this crazy
I was waiting
shit.
I was like,
we did this really bougie restaurant.
Dude, the shark diving, no, Sana's done some. It's funny because on a day-to-day she's like,
I'm afraid of everything.
Adventurous, but she is like, I would love to hold everyone's bags, everyone have a good time, I'm taking all the footage. Sana on vacation is like, no, you are nervous, but you'll do it.
I'll do it.
And that's the best part. You'll do it. And then she'll be like, I'm not doing anything adventurous. And then she comes back and she's like, then I wrestled a snake. Then I was in with sharks.
I become a different person. And then the rush of it all. And then I think the whole point in the weight loss thing was like part of, like, we did a lot of hikes this time, and I felt more excited and able to do, because I've been working out a lot more, and I'm stronger now. So I'm like, oh my God, I can do these hikes. I'm more agile. I can like hop too and like do the things. So, but then I took it too far, because then the adrenaline rush of it was like, I was like I was like, damn, I guess I really need to feel something because I was like against the ridge of a fucking mountain. I will insert something somewhere just to show you guys what this hike looks like. It's beyond a fucking absolute caution forbidden area, but then the gate opens. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like a fucking fenced off like caution. You can die. Things will fall. You can die. People have died. All these scary things, and then you push the thing and it fucking opens. Like, why are you making it so accessible?
That's true,
then?
but like, how can they control?
Look, the fucking door. No, there's a fence up there, Amna.
Oh.
Yeah, there's a fence and there's a sign. And then the gate literally opens.
I'm thinking it's like a mountain, one standing gate. And I'm like, it's like maybe 10 yards of fence. I'm like, how do you contain a mountain?
No. Yeah,
You know?
but within that fence, guys, there's a literal opening.
Yeah.
Where the caution sign is, but then you swing the door open and it fucking
it's
opens.
like, wow, okay.
It's like you're telling me this is exciting. Don't do that. You know? Don't do that. So anyways, we do it. We go all the way down. It is actually at that point one of the most insane hikes I've ever done. And it wasn't a far hike. It was just the level of like focus and like going against the ridges, maneuvering, walking around when there's just a drop on one end, making sure you don't slip up or down the mountain because it's slippery because of the sloping, like all of that, right? But the views are absolutely incredible. Also, Kauai is a wet island, so we were there in dry season this time, but like it's still a wet island, so it rains on and off pretty frequently there, like for short bits. And so we're at the top of mountains and like literally on a hope and a fucking prayer that it doesn't start pouring on us each time. And we got really so lucky each time that we didn't get rain, because any rain could cause more it's just actually really dangerous. So we did that ridge hike. The adrenaline rush I felt was like, oh my god, like I have to do this, we have to keep doing this. So then the next day we had a chill day. Pro tip, by the way, if you're doing trips that are like high stakes on one end, but you also really want to enjoy. Thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
For those of you that are listening, Amna is fixing my bra strap because I'm a little hoe right now, and I just keep, like,
we're
not
really
paying
revealing
attention.
so much of ourselves.
So we, Muzi and I, if we're doing a trip like that, we'll alternate where we do like super adventure for one day. So we woke up 6 a.m. and then did a beach day, then went to a second beach, then ate in between, then did this insane hike, then saw the stars on the way down. It was like a really action-packed day. Right. And then the next day is like we're literally just laying out on beds and beaches and doing the bougie vibe and going in the water and just soaking in the sun. Yeah. And then the next day we did another 6.5 mile
balance.
hike.
It's balance, because I can't do every day is a full itinerary head.
Absolutely,
like that. Don't even invite me. Don't
ask that of us. Yeah. Also, don't, honestly, for yourselves, you're not doing that to yourselves. Yeah. I would kill myself, dude. That's why even like what we were doing on this trip was like more hikes and things, which we didn't even get to on the last time we were here because we were doing activities. And if you're doing activities on islands or whatever, it ends up swallowing a lot of your day. Yeah. So like, please also proceed with caution and make sure that you're doing one or the other or whatever. But anyways, all that to say, so we did that. Then we did the 6.5 mile hike. That one was insane. We had the video we saw was this girl saying, go do this hike at sunset. It's like the most beautiful view I've ever seen at sunset, blah, blah, blah. We're like, we're not going to take a risk like that. We're going to go in the daytime. We're going to come back in the daytime. This is the drone day, guys. This is the day. So I'm staying patient too, because I'm like, we have this long ass hike today, and then we have to hike back in the fucking dark. Anyways, we start this hike. We end up making it to the bottom of the top of the mountaintop right at sunset time. It was so fucking beautiful. This time there's a ledge that has like the caution sign, says caution, danger. This cliff can do not go past this point, because then everything past that point is like nothing on either side, ocean on one side, mountain right up to your ass on the other side with steep drops, and you're like on the middle of a little ridge, and this ridge is sloping, so it's down and up. There's rocks in between, there's slippery mud in between, and Muzi and I decided to keep going further down. Also, there's 2 geese up at the top with us. So the geese, ducks, whatever. So there's 2 of them. They're just like bopping around, but we're trying not to get in their way, because I'm not joking, guys. If they decide to get annoyed of us, they could literally just they could be like fucking shove us off a mountain. They could bite. Like there's nobody else up there. It's just us 2, these 2 ducks. They could be the end of us and we don't even know. Like, I did not see that coming. Yeah. Can you imagine I die at the top of a cliff because of fucking duck? You guys would be like, so they went to the top. Then there was a sign. Then they ignored the sign. Then they saw 2 wild animals, but they decided to keep going. Yeah. And then they okay. Like, okay. I don't even know what you guys would say. You'd be like, these fucking morons.
Don't worry. I would have come back and made it a much more interesting story. Like, then whatever.
With, like, the lights all around.
Yeah, it's all dark. Spotlight on my head.
Guys, I'm so fucked that when we first started this podcast, I was like, so what would you do if I died? Would you come back? Like, how would you do the episodes? And I was like, I haven't thought of that. I'm like, really? I've thought of it like 100 times.
Yeah. And I was like, I don't think I could do, like, what? How am I supposed to come back the next time and be like, yeah,
we'd get good momentum. You would have to keep it going.
Oh, it's just great. She's like, what is that show? Like the morning show or like freaking Scandal out here? And I'm like, Senna, like, it's gonna be a whole hour of me just crying.
I'm like, you'll get through it.
No.
Even Hawaii, something Amna was saying when we were leaving, Muzi was like,
no, they were in the car and we're on FaceTime. And what I was trying to say was like, don't come back because we should we should come to you. I want to be Bretman Rock. That's the dream. That's what we're doing. Why don't you start us off? So I said, I was like, yeah, just stay there, guys, and be somewhere where
give us a reason to come.
I said, give us a reason to come find you there.
Yeah, and
so
Lucy
I can see
was
how
like,
the words are a little like,
we don't want to die here. And then I'm
crazy.
like, oh my God. So anyways, yeah, all of that. But so we're at the tip of the mountain. We're like, and this is, you know, like, I've never felt this. I've never had like a long enough run to have a runner's high, you know? So I've never felt this kind of like euphoric, like adrenaline release moment. But like, basically we take the risk beyond that point. We can't actually walk down it because it's too slippery and dangerous. And there's again, either side, there's nothing for us to grab onto if we fell. It was really scary. So we're like, we can't do that. So Muzi's like, Muzi's a big adventure junkie type too, by the way, but he's good at determining what's like too risky or not. Yeah. But very at the edge of that. Yeah. Like he's like, I'm really willing to risk it all, but like I have a good feeling that we're taking a good risk. Yeah. This is the first time on a trip that I was very like, you know what? Sounds good. Let's just fucking risk it all. If you think we can, let's fucking try. Mind you, he's willing to risk it all and be like, Sana, I'm gonna slide down the mountain first, sideways. You slide down behind me. That way, if anything happens, you bump into me, I go down, you survive. I'm like, what am I gonna do up here? He kept saying that. And I'm like, if you fall off the mountain because you're trying to save me, what do I do? I can't be stable up here. There's no service. There's not another human. You want me to hike back in the dark by my fucking self?
You would have to.
After my husband just died off a mountain. You know what I'm saying? And he thinks he's being a hero. And I'm like, this is either outcome is not a good outcome. Yeah. Thank you for trying to save my life. But like, what then, you know? Yeah. So anyways, whatever. We do it. We get to the tip of the mountain. We sit down there. I just start, like, this, like, physical release happens. And I start bawling, crying. And I'm like, I can't fucking believe we made it. This was the longest, coolest hike I've ever done. So beautiful. Blah, 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 blah. We have a great time. Guys, Muzi prays up at the top of the mountain.
Oh, my God. The photo was
I didn't pray. I don't know why. I was like, I'll wait for you here. Like, it was one of those. And then he like prayed. And then I did a lot of dua though. Did dua. We were very grown. We did dua on the way down. We did dua on the way up. It was really cute. And then these two duck geese guys, girl guy, definitely couple, come down the mountain. They come to the little patch that we're on. Again, in front of us is dead fucking rock. And then on both sides is nothing. So... And the way back up is crawling back up the fucking mountain where we just slid down, okay? And there was another path with more rocks, so we ended up climbing the rock side more because it was a little less dangerous than like sliding up a slope. So we did that. But basically, the geese start hissing at us, you guys. We're sitting at the edge of the fucking mountain, and Muzi looks back and he's getting scared. Muzi's down to slide down the mountains, slide across the ridge, hop across a rock to make sure that we don't jump off the mudslide that came through the mountain peak where he's down to do all that, but he's like frozen and he's like, Sana, the geese are hissing. They're hissing. Yeah. Same with like, we parked in an area of a hotel you're not supposed to park, and he was like, we can't do that. I'm like, you'll go past the sign that says you'll die off a cliff but you won't fucking park in the lot?
Yeah.
You won't fucking park in the lot? So then I made him do it. I was like, if I am genuinely, literally falling you off a fucking cliff of a mountain, you're gonna park here and risk the $50 ticket. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, the least you could do at the
So then
time.
he did, and guess what? We didn't get a fucking ticket. It was all worth it. Literally, I'm not joking. We were at the one hotel, like Cabana area. We did not stay at the one hotel, but that's where we like hung out for the day. And he was like, but what if we get caught? I'm like, then we get up and leave. What if we died yesterday?
I think he came back.
So
Okay. Yeah.
So when we do that hike, we did the entire return of the hike in the dark. I've never felt more like Indiana Jones. I kept calling myself G.I. Jamila as a joke. Because Muzi was like, look at you go, G.I. Jane. And I'm like, I'm literally giving G.I. Jamila right now. But the way back was completely in the dark, completely uphill through the forest. You can see the stars at the top of the fucking mountain, but there's nobody else like walking back. There's also like cornfields and like flower fern fields that are like my height. So I'm walking through that in the pitch black.
It's like a full Jumanji situation.
It's full Jumanji. We run into full spider webs, you guys. Like these massive spiders had made these massive webs on the branches of the trees, and we have to pass through those. So Muzi would like take his fucking stick and like wipe across it so that we could get across. He walked into one web, like actually fully walked into it, and the other 2 or 3. And I was like, how did these spiders make these so quick? We were on the way down, they weren't there, and we're only seeing it because we have our 2 little flashlights and we're flashing up and down. It was so scary.
I was telling Sana because she was showing photos, and I was like, if I was someone who happened to be hiking behind you and I saw the visual of you with she had a broken stick.
Yep.
Then it broke someone's
I was giving like pseudo prophet vibes, you guys. Like, I'm like head is covered. I'm walking with my stick.
She's hunched over.
I'm hunched
like,
over under the
limping
trees
through the forest.
whole time. I'm like, please God, every story of a mom and auntie and khala and nani that have told us about jinns falling in love with a woman, I'm like, please God, don't let them fall in love with me today.
And she's like whispering to us, so you just
whispering
see
to
like a
so
woman
scary,
hunched over. I'd be like, Sana, I would get scared.
You also can't see anything. It's pitch black in the forest, so we're hearing shuffling and ruffling through the forest. This is also, guys, where Lost was filmed. So I'm genuinely like,
and I love that you didn't talk about, you were like not scared of any creature. She's like, a jinn's absolutely falling in love with me tonight.
Yeah. And then I couldn't even get my mind to think about the animals that were in the forest because I was genuinely starting to get really scared. I was getting really scared. I was like, there were multiple points. Every 3 seconds, because I wanted Muzi to lead, he would check in and be like, Sana, and are you okay? Sana, are you okay? Sana, are you fine? Like, just make sure that we're like, staying and so we can keep pushing upward and we're not losing each other. Half the time, my yes would be like, yes. Yes. I'm here. Yes. And then the other half, when I was feeling really confident, I'd be like, yes. Yes. Yup. I am right. I am.
I think she just today is like getting out of the headspace because even when we were entering and exiting the concert arena, she kept looking to Abdus, my husband. She was like, "Okay, Abdus, which direction? Okay, Abdus, where are we going?" And he acted like he was in Hawaii too. He was like, "Okay, we have to go here, send us straight ahead." She's like, "Okay, guys," and we're like, it's just like me and kind of out their little heels, and we're like trugging along.
And then on the way back to the car at night, I fully made it mine and Abdus's problem to figure out where the car is. So I'm like speed walking. Abdus is like so many inches taller than me. His slow roll is my speed walk, and I'm fully like, let's go. We got to find the car. We're at section 9. The girls are behind us. And he was like, where are they? I was like, they're there. Like fully like I'm fucking like a ranger.
Like, yeah.
Like I took Theo to the dog park yesterday and I was almost trying to jump the fence. And then I was like, damn, you really just need to feel something. Like, get a grip. My parents' divorce is really hitting me in ways I did not expect at this grown age. Because then 2 days later, I climbed down ropes and rocks to get to a fucking waterfall.
Yeah.
Oh, and then there was a deer rustling through the forest at night while we were on our way out. So that scared me. But then that was the end of that. Had a great next day. Saw the most insane sunset of my life. Then the day after that was like, we've survived enough. Let's try this waterfall, which we were told by locals the last time that we absolutely can't go. We were told by this guy that I fully trusted and fell in love with, as in like a dad vibe, at a coffee shop, who was like, this hike down the waterfall is treacherous. Do not do it. But one of my friends on like Instagram, she has done it. And so I was like, listen, tell me how it went. And she was like, yeah, we fucking did it. We've done it multiple times. It's beautiful. So I was like, we're fucking doing it. More than me, Muzi was like, we're fucking doing it. I backed out several times. I was like, look, we've survived enough. We've really pushed things. We've had the trip of our life. Do we need to fuck it up at this point? You know, we're leaving in several hours. Like, let's not. We did it. We did it.
Of course you did.
There were literal thin, you guys, when I say shreds of ropes going down, there's mud. There's actual physical gloopy fucking mud and rocks and these, and up and down mountains and these fucking ropes and multiple parts of that hike. All you're holding on to is a hope, a dream, and the fucking rope string. Yeah. Muzi's teaching me how to climb backwards down the rocks because he's like, you have to put all your resistance against the rope, so you have to do it properly. There were multiple times that I was wobbling against the rope and I was like, Muzi, like, this is it. And then I had to like catch myself and then keep it pushing because nobody can help you because he has to keep making it up and down. It was a lot. Made it. So fucking scary. Time of my life. If any of you go, let me know. I will absolutely help you out. And then if you're like, listen, give me the moderate version, I got you. If you're ready to do the whole risk it all version, I was like, I got you.
I don't know, Sana. Maybe you shouldn't tell people, like, guys, the sign's gonna say restricted.
If I can
don't
do
enter.
It, you can then you pass it. That's exactly what we did. No, that's exactly what we did. The waterfall hike, you have to make sure that there's no police around you because you'll get a fine if they find you. We kept stopping in the forest to be like, are there police? No, this is like crazy shit, I know. But it was so worth it. I feel so alive. I'm back.
Okay, thank God you're okay.
Thank you for listening to me talk about this for like 85 minutes of this podcast. I'm done.
Oh my God, that was amazing. No, I was locked in. And I've seen the photos.
So funny. Okay. House renovations?
Oh, house renovations. Yeah. Or should we do confession?
I'm just going to do an update on the house renovations and then we'll do the confession.
Honestly, it's not that long. I have been stuck, spiraling, and confused, but I'm having a lot of fun. And it's like starting to become more and more real. We're like just now starting to finalize things. And I was showing Sana and Muzi my PowerPoint. I've made a PowerPoint.
You guys, she made a PowerPoint.
It's just, I'm a visual person. I need to see it.
It's beautiful. It's stunning, by the way.
Thanks. Things are like really moving and grooving. It's funny because me and Abdus both individually find a reason or no reason. We both make it a point separately to go to the house every day. Every day. I don't need to be at the house, but I'll just go. And the other day, this last weekend, I went, and normally I go in and I'm like really rushed. I'm like, okay, I have to measure this and I have to ask. Me and ChatGPT are trying to figure out a square footage, and I'm like, what does that mean? And which funny story, I'll come back to it. But normally I'm rushing. This time I literally have to stop and be like, Amna, first of all, why are you rushing? Like, what's going on? Like, you don't need to rush. Then I was like, walking around slowly, we color drenched the bedroom, and I'm so excited to show the color drench. No, because I was telling Sana this, that my entire life, since I've had memory, which is not very long, it's like in and out, but since I can remember, I've always had a bedroom with color. It was baby pink, then baby green, then dark purple, then baby blue, and then I got married and it went like stark white, which is my own fault because I thought I was gonna be a neutral bitch. I gaslit myself into thinking that I'm a calm, serene home. I teeter a little closer to Max, like Art Deco-y.
You're more like not maximalist, but like
maybe not. But I just love color. Yeah. I love color. My parents' house,
color and texture.
I like color and texture. I like jewel tone shit, you know? So I was like, no, I need, now that, again, I explained it last time, but like we did that on purpose. Everything in my house right now is white and gray. Cause I'm like, yeah, we're going to live here for like 1 year. I cut to like 6 years. So I'm like, no, I'm being very intentional. And on TikTok, I saw too late, like 3 years into living into my house, where people were like, even if you're just renting, even if you're just whatever, like make it your home. And I didn't do that. And if you're listening, make it your home. Doesn't matter if you're renting, whatever. Like, I really regret that I didn't do that. But anyways, so now we're really going in my bedroom with the color drench. But this time I went in, and I just feel like now every time I go in, I'm like daydreaming. Every day I'm like, and then we're gonna make our chai, and then we're gonna get my breakfast, and I feel so much gratitude. I'm like, I can't believe I get to do this. I can't believe this is mine. Like, I cried. I was like so grateful. I was like, oh my God. Like, it just feels like such a step. And I was like, you know, like it just feels like such a big step. So I feel like the gravity of it is like really starting to like weigh in on me, and it's a heavy, scary, fun, exciting feeling, but it's going well. We're in the midst of picking tiles and shit.
She's at fucking Floor and Decor every fucking day. The other day she tried to be like Rob's, Hafsa, instead of a pool day, maybe if you want, you could come with me
They're
to
like
Florida
tanning, they're swimming, Theo's with them, they have like snacks, and I'm like, if you guys want to let go of that.
I know you have a fun day planned, but I have a funner day planned.
I have a funner day planned. We are going to go look at wood samples and grout colors.
No, but you know what? But we're gonna actually go do that today. We're actually gonna go look. But
I told Sana she has no choice. I'm like, you are coming with me to Florida.
no, I can't wait. But her PowerPoint is like gorgeous. She has like vibes for each like part of the house and colors going together, and like this wall with this texture with this floor, and it's all beautifully laid out. There's before and afters. It's just so fucking fun, and I know she's gonna show you guys later.
Yeah,
I can't wait for you guys to see all of that. And the color drench in the room was so risky, but it came out actually perfection.
Thank you. I'm so excited
Actually
for her to
perfection.
see it. But yeah, so that's a house update. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
I cannot wait to have all of us live in it. Now let's go into our confession.
It's not
really a confession. At a wedding in Hyderabad, Pakistan, the groom's father pulled off a wildly extravagant and controversial gesture. He hired a private plane to drop millions of rupees over the gathering, letting bills flutter down as stunned guests looked skyward in disbelief. Footage shows guests scrambling for the falling notes as a plane circled overhead near the bride's home. It quickly went viral. While some celebrated the spectacle, many criticized it as tone deaf and wasteful, particularly in a region grappling with poverty. I couldn't agree more.
So it was in Pakistan?
It was in Pakistan. There's a wedding?
It was a wedding, and the dad basically...
The dad hired a private plane to fly over and drop millions of rupees down onto the guests.
Ew, how
and that's
tacky.
So disgusting.
That's so
disgusting
and distasteful.
You know
who the fuck does that?
This guy. And I like when you're a kid, when you're dancing and people come, they throw money at whoever's dancing or the bride and groom. Like that's like a big thing, right? And then
in Desi culture, I don't know if it's a big thing anywhere else.
I've seen it in other cultures
really?
too. Yeah, I've seen it in a few other cultures where they'll throw money and then it's usually like dollar bills or something. Yeah. And I feel like when you're a kid, when you're like, when you're young, it's like so fun running around being like, I'm going to pick it up, As a grown adult, I'm not about to do all that at your wedding. I'm not about to be on my hands and knees and you're watching me feeling so good about yourself. There's like a level of extravagant that's just...
No, but also even outside of the extravagance part, maybe hot take, but I don't know if this is a hot take or not, but what you're saying about like when we were younger and people did that, it was like, haha, yay, money, whatever. They think we did a good job in our little fucking pia dance.
Yeah.
But as adults, I do think it's weird. Like, I know it's just a thing we do in our culture, so like I'm not saying anybody's weird for doing it, but honestly, it shouldn't be okay for uncles, or like, I don't think uncles usually do it. Usually it's like a mom or an auntie or whatever, but like, especially uncles, it should not be okay for uncles to do that while girls are like dancing. I feel like it's really fucking weird.
That is valid.
Super fucking weird.
Like if it's your dad doing it when his daughters are dancing, something wholesome.
And I know they don't mean it like that, but I'm just saying, like, even so, like, where's the concept coming from? Ooh. Obviously giving money to like strippers or like girls that are dancing and stuff. So like I just feel like it's weird.
Okay, yeah,
but they don't. I know that a lot. Like my parents did it.
Yeah. No, that's a good point. I never thought of it that way.
I'm just thinking that when I have kids, like I don't want like any older uncles, aunties like throwing money at them when they're dancing. I just feel like it's weird.
Okay, no, I never thought of it like that. That's a really good take. It doesn't bother me that, I mean, now that you're saying that, I'm like, I guess it depends on whom and the vibes and whatnot, but it doesn't bother me so much. But what bothers me is the aftermath in the water. I mean, it does bother me, backing track. It does bother me, the concept that an uncle is throwing money at me like I'm a stripper, especially if it's not a lot. Like that's kind of crazy. But I'm saying that, like, the concept in general, like if I'm at a wedding and some uncle's throwing money, in my mind I'm like, oh, that's her like chachu or dad or whatever. So I'm like, it's fun and it's fine, but it's the aftermath of like who's going down to pick it up and collect it, and then I feel like when it's your close family, and again, if there's kids and like, okay, you tell the kids or you tell one person, hey, let's like sweep this up real quick, put it aside. I get that. The idea of going to someone's wedding and money's falling out of the sky and
I'm on my
everyone's
hands
scrambling,
and
and it's like I don't know. It just that
That's
just feels
so
so like
cheap.
dystopian and
Yeah,
like
also,
weird.
like, for you to do that, like we know damn well that this man is sitting there like, oh my,
like it's like an ego
yeah,
boost,
it's
and
fucking
just,
gross.
You know, and it's the same. There's so much of the over extravagance, and even like notably gender reveals that I'm like, there's a level where it's just
The gender reveals in Dubai where it's like on the Burj, or it's like the fireworks coming out of the fucking Burj, or like the crazy shit is so fucking absurd. I'm like, we've lost the plot.
we
You're having
fully
a child.
lost the plot. It has nothing to do
You're
with the
literally having a
actual gender.
child.
Yeah.
Why the fuck do you need fireworks at the city's most expensive hotel, or like a sign on? It just is so
Why do you need
weird.
7 planes to fly over and release shit? Like, why do you want to do
It's just
that?
fucking weird. I think it's so weird.
Remember-
I think we've gone. Have you noticed that like we've gone back in the gender reveals, have toned down significantly?
I was gonna
I'm
say,
so glad.
remember the gender reveal that caused the forest fire?
Yeah.
Like, we guys, there's a limit, and even okay, hot take. Oh my god, why did I just lose her name? Okay, Cristiano Ronaldo's now fiance.
Mm-hmm.
Why did I just lose her name? Georgina. I don't love the ring. I think it's too big.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful ring.
Good for her that she got a fat ass.
I mean,
ring.
yeah, good for her.
that she
If
got a fat
I
ass
got it,
ring,
would I
obviously.
complain?
But for anyone to wear that ring, it's like you're asking to get robbed.
And not only that though, but I just feel like there's a certain level of big tourist. It stops looking and
costume.
feeling expensive. Yeah,
Yeah,
it
it
feels
looks
very
costume.
costumey, and it feels very. Ooh, my phone is lighting. It feels very like it's just like a.
It's gaudy.
Yeah, like you're not even doing it for again the plot. You're doing it for the. It feels like a status.
Yes,
like
it's the show of it all.
Yeah.
Same with the gender reveal concept. Same with the like just.
And
the
look, I
over
love a good
of it
show.
all.
Our camera died, so we're just getting tested left and right.
Sorry, guys.
And
Thanks for being so patient with us through
yeah,
this.
thank you guys so much. Anyways, okay, I don't know why I just blinked out after that. Thank you guys so much for being so patient. We're obviously really going through it. We're gonna find a good wave at some point, but you know what? Such is life.
Yeah, such is life.
Such is life. Okay, so I can't remember exactly where we left off, but let's just forget about all that. And
We
we're
did
gonna-
our confession, so we're good there. We're just gonna wrap up by doing our "Can I Be a Bitches?" and that's today's episode.
That's today's episode. Okay, do you want to start?
Yeah. What was?
I'm ready.
Can I be a bitch?
Please.
I can't stand seeing women wear their Apple Watches with their gorgeous, stunning, like Desi attire.
It's
I
crime.
just don't think you should be wearing it.
It's
Take
a
it off.
crime.
Take it off.
I've never in my life why would you base an entire outfit around an Apple Watch or not even think to remove
Yeah, like
it.
I don't think they're basing their outfit around it, but I just think that they're not thinking that it's like clashing, but it's clashing. It's not a cute look. No.
I never understood.
You should be wearing with your Desi clothes is your Cartier or your Rolex or something cute and classy.
Well, okay, but here's the thing. I'm not a watch gal,
Yeah.
right? Son has a good watch gal, and you have like gorgeous.
I appreciate
watches.
them, but I just have like one that I really
No,
love.
but like it was something you really wanted, and you're like, I don't have a watch that I'm like, oh, I need this, right? So I feel like even watches with the Desi outfit specifically, I'm like, I don't love it, especially if it's like for a wedding or something. I just feel like sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it does, but sometimes I'm like, why? Even Apple Watches, I'm like, why?
Apple Watch is hard, no. But I will say most times I don't wear my Cartier with my Desi clothes. I agree. I just don't think it needs. I just don't think it goes.
Yeah.
But there are some like Valima outfit vibes that could be cute with it, which I get.
Yeah.
Or like a sari vibe if it's like a gray sari.
Also,
or it
there's a
has
difference
something.
because your watch has little like diamonds and it's like very
jewelry-esque,
it's like very much
jewelry-esque.
jewelry.
Yeah.
But if it's like a watch or literally an Apple Watch, like why? Like who needs to track their shit that bad?
This also applies if you're a guy wearing a suit. I still don't think you should wear your Apple Watch. Wear like a nice watch.
Why would
like,
you
don't
wear an Apple Watch
like
to a wedding?
Yeah, like just no. So that's
if we were sick in the beginning of this episode talking about we love when people think we have an eating disorder, you wearing a Apple Watch to track shit at a wedding, you can't have one dance, one good, just because you want to.
You need to know that bad.
You are sick. Like something's wrong.
It's not a fucking appendage.
It's
take
like,
it off.
relax. Like just take it off. It looks ugly.
Yeah.
Don't wear that.
Don't do that.
Don't piss me off.
Okay.
Okay.
What's yours before we get canceled?
Yeah, sorry. Mine is I'm scared because
do it.
Okay. That's all it takes. Okay. If I was offered one, I wouldn't turn it down. Objectively, if it was $20, I think Birkins are really not that cute. I think if I have a Birkin at any point, I absolutely did it for my ego. I absolutely just did it for a status vibe. I did it because I can. And it's like, fuck around, fuck you money. Like, if that's when I would get a Birkin. I don't actually care for the way a Birkin looks. I really don't. And not to say that they're like hideous. They're pretty bags. Again, are they like, oh, I need to sell my soul for this? No, because I don't know.
It's a bag.
I don't feel like it's, sometimes I worry about the handle, sometimes I worry about and I understand like, okay, certain has like very like expensive, like it's from like a, mammoth that they found 1,000,000 years ago. I get it. It's from
it's like fossil skin.
Yeah. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. But even then, that's when I'm doing like, fuck you money. Like I'm doing it because I'm like trying to show it. So like I'm not saying you guys might not see me in one.
Right. But I'm not saving up my life savings to get one.
Yeah. And I just feel like let's all try to be a little honest here. It's a really pretty bag, but is it like it? No, I feel like it's okay. It's nice.
Like I think the fun part about the Birkin vibe is being the person that has the fuck you money.
Yeah.
Like Kylie Jenner, where then she did the pink suede Birkin. Like if I was going to get a Birkin, I want it to be a Birkin nobody else can get.
Exactly.
I want it to be the most ludicrous, gorgeous, suede, ridiculous Birkin that like nobody else is going to be able to buy. I don't want it to be a part of my day-to-day collection because now it's part of everybody's day-to-day collection. So it's just like,
yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I wouldn't not get one, but if I get one, I'd want it to be the right one. And if I could have multiple of them, I'm sure I would have them. But if I had to pick one bag in the entire world, I don't think I would pick it. It's not the bag you're taking to the island. But if one of my girlfriends or if you were like, hey, we're buying a Birkin today. Oh, I'm getting dressed up.
Oh, I agree.
I'm vlogging the whole experience.
I will say, if one of my friends, or which I'm sure our friends would, but like if any of our friends actually really wanted a Birkin, I'm going to be their number one hype man.
Oh, I'm like, my heart starts racing.
That is an occasion. Like, we need to celebrate it. Yeah. Like it's a milestone. It's a milestone. It's huge. So please don't let it take away from your excitement of it.
Yeah.
But am I saving up for that to be the bag? Not yet.
Right.
Maybe when we're real rich.
That's what I'm saying.
We'll like change our minds.
Best case scenario. Or I'm saying if it's like, okay, you could either buy a Birkin or pay off your debt, I would be kind of like, or buy a Birkin or buy a car. I'd be like, let's think about this.
100%. Really think about this. I do feel like the people that are spending that kind of money on it, I would fucking hope are the ones that are doing like the fuck you money.
Yeah, where you're like, this is what you think this is the only thing I got today?
Right.
So if I have one,
if I have enough money to pick the Birkin and the car in one day, then I can have a Birkin.
Then I'm gonna have multiple. That's what I'm saying. So that's all I wanted to say.
That's all she wanted to say.
That's all I wanted to say. Yeah, I started talking shit about it, and then I started like really backtracking because I was like, wait a minute, maybe I really do want it. Maybe I'm just like mad that I don't have it.
One day.
Yeah, maybe I'm like a 5-year-old boy that's like just talking shit, but I really want it.
No. So. This is valid. This is not like when on TikTok that girl was like, moms, like when they become moms, all they do is talk about being moms. And I'm like, yeah, because it's what they're going through right now.
Yeah.
Like, because I just feel like she thought that she ate with that take, but it really didn't. I was like, when you become a mom, don't you think that your life is going to be absolutely fucking insanely altered and the only thing you're going to be able to focus on is being a fucking mom?
And you're going to want to,
of course,
relate to other experiences
and you're gonna
to
be
know
like,
that you're not crazy.
Is going through this, or what did you do, or what did that person do? Like, I mean, like, I just don't understand. I don't understand what else would you, I don't know. I don't get that. I'm like, yeah, obviously if I'm a new mom, I'm going to talk about being a new mom.
Yeah.
Because that's what's happening in my fucking life.
Yeah.
If I was isolated with COVID for 4 weeks and had to be fucking locked in a house for 4 weeks, losing my mind from COVID, that's all I would talk about. If I had a baby and I'm in newborn trenches, that's all I'm going to talk about.
Got a pedicure today, that's what I talk about.
If you bought a new house and are renovating, that's what you're going to fucking talk about. That's what your life is consumed by. And a baby is like beyond any of that. So I went to Hawaii and it's all I can talk about. That was 5 days. You think if I had a child, I wouldn't fucking talk about it? Shut up.
Who are you mad at?
The girl that made that TikTok.
I'm like, I feel like something's coming out. And I don't know.
And I don't even have a kid.
I'm like,
but I'm here for the moms.
Is it about the, like, I thought genuinely you're going to be like, someone said that moms buy Birkin. I was like, no. Okay.
No, it doesn't go back to the Birkin thing at all. I was saying that's an easy take.
Yeah.
It's an easy take.
Yeah, thank you.
You ate with that take, actually. That girl did it.
Thank you so much. I hope so.
Okay. We hope this made sense.
Maybe the camera's
Maybe
off.
we've lost everybody at this point. Love you. Thank you so much for watching. We'll be back next week. More to say on the Love Island reunion. We're going to ask for a confession next week. We're ready.
Bye.